Well guys, I wish I was joking, but can't get my snowmobile to start. Well, that was the most dangerous snowmobile ride I've ever had. The only way I found my way here was being able to identify little landmarks that I know very well. Other than that, it's just pure white. I marked all my snow bridges with this trail marker tape and a stick, and even with that, I had a hard time seeing. And as I was coming up to one of these snow bridges marked with the tape, I didn't realize that the tape had got blown off by the wind, and I drove right over top of this huge snowbank, about 4 feet high. Scared the crap out of me. You can see I didn't bring my chainsaw today. It's getting a little tired of fighting with that thing. I'm on my way to winter camp, and it's not an easy hike. But with a weather like this, probably just going to be inside day, maybe move some firewood. It's getting pretty nasty out there, so I think it's time to start the fire. My supply of birch bark is getting quite low. I'm making some salt pork and crepes for breakfast today. These crepes are really good. I forgot to bring my plate today, so I'm using the lid from my cast iron pot. I have one more crepe cooking in the pan, and I'm going to have some hot tea and maybe get to work. Sure a nice sight to see all this firewood. I don't think this camp has ever had this much wood, but it goes fast. Still got a nice fire going in there. Let's stoke it a bit. Just until I leave. Well, I had a pretty good day. Just enjoying the warmth from the fire. Drying my mitts. I'm all packed up. I got everything put away. I want to collect some of the sap before I leave and try making some spruce gum. I've also been making soaps, salves, pomades. So I just checked and reset my trail cam. I found the best thing for bait is this instant oatmeal. Well guys, I wish I was joking, but can't get my snowmobile to start. I'm going to try this power supply, give it a boost, see if that works, but I got to take this whole section of exhaust out to get to my battery. Well, I'm not sure what the problem is. Could be the battery. It's not frozen. Well, I guess I'm going to pull the battery out again and start walking. Sorry to drag out this video, but I might as well tell you guys what happened. After I couldn't get my snowmobile started, I took out the battery and walked through very deep snow to the nearest road. I messaged my wife, she came and picked me up, and it had snowed almost a foot that day, so she had to drive through these back roads that weren't plowed. She had a real tough time, and she came and picked me up. I came home, I put the battery on the charger and it was dead. And my snowmobile sat outside overnight. The next morning, I started my car, grabbed my snowshoes, checked the battery again on the charger, and it had lost its charge overnight. So I recharged it, drove out as close as I could to my snowmobile, put on my snowshoes, walked to my snowmobile, put in the battery, and it fired up. I drove my snowmobile home. But they had plowed the roads overnight, and all those berms were really high, and I had to rebuild all my snow bridges. After I got home, I had to bug my wife again to come give me a ride back out to my car, and I picked my car up. I drove to the next town over and picked up a new battery. So I should be good.